Greetings from Exam Heist. We have identified important exam questions. Practice these important questions 2-3 times to get 100% success in exam. Subscribe and comment, share PDF in the below comment section to get PDF of these 40 important questions. If you want to access full dump, please visit www.examheist.com. We have 24/7 support available for your doubts and exam queries.
Question 1. Which of the following commands will allow a penetration tester to permit a shell script to be executed by the file owner? Option A. chmod u plus x script. sh. Option B. chmod u plus a script. sh. Option C. chmod o plus a script. sh. Option D. chmod o plus x script. sh. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, chmod u plus x script.sh. Question 2. A penetration tester gains access to a system and establishes persistence, and then run the following commands. Which of the following actions is the tester most likely performing? Option A. Redirecting bash history to dev null. Option B. Making a copy of the user's bash history to further enumeration. Option C. Covering tracks by clearing the bash history. Option D. Making decoy files on the system to confuse incident responders. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, covering tracks by clearing the bash history. Question 3. A compliance-based penetration test is primarily concerned with option A. Obtaining P from the protected network. Option B. Bypassing protection on edge devices. Option C. Determining the efficacy of a specific set of security standards. Option D. Obtaining specific information from the protected network. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, determining the efficacy of a specific set of security standards. Question 4. A penetration tester is explaining the MITRE ATT and CK framework to a company's chief legal counsel. Which of the following would the tester most likely describe as a benefit of the framework? Option A. Understanding the tactics of a security intrusion can help disrupt them. Option B. Scripts that are part of the framework can be imported directly into scene tools. Option C. The methodology can be used to estimate the cost of an incident better. Option D. The framework is static and ensures stability of a security program over time. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Understanding the tactics of a security intrusion can help disrupt them. Question 5. Which of the following best describe the OWASP top 10? Choose 2. Option A. The most critical risks of web applications. Option B. A list of all the risks of web applications. Option C. The risks defined in order of importance. Option D. A web application security standard. Option A. A risk governance and compliance framework. Option F. A checklist of Apache vulnerabilities. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. The most critical risks of web applications. Option C. The risks defined in order of importance. Question 6. A penetration tester discovered a vulnerability that provides the ability to upload to a path via discovery traversal. Some of the files that were discovered through this vulnerability are: which of the following is the best method to help an attacker gain internal access to the affected machine? Option A. Edit the discovered file with one line of code for remote callback. Option B. Download, place files and look for usernames and passwords. Option C. Edit the SMB conference file and upload it to the server. Option D. Download the SMB conference file and look at configurations. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. Edit the discovered file with one line of code for remote callback. Question 7. A company obtained permission for a vulnerability scan from its cloud service provider and now wants to test the security of its hosted data. Which of the following should the tester verify first to assess this risk? Option A. Whether sensitive client data is publicly accessible. Option B. Whether the connection between the cloud and the client is secure. Option C. Whether the client's employees are trained properly to use the platform. Option D. Whether the cloud applications were developed using a secure SDLC. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option A. Whether sensitive client data is publicly accessible. Question 8. A penetration tester ran the following command on a staging server. Python msimple http server 9891. Which of the following commands could be used to download a file named exploit to a target machine for execution? Option A. NC10, 10, 51, 59891 less than exploit. Option B. PowerShell exec bypass F, 10, 10, 51, 50, 9891. Option C. Bash I greater than N, Dev, TCP, 10, 10, 51, 59891 0 and 1, exploit. Option D. wget 10, 10, 51, 50, 9891, exploit. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option D. wget 10.10.51.50, 9891, exploit. Question 9. A penetration tester was able to gain access to a system using an exploit. The following is a snippet of the code that was utilized. Which of the following commands should the penetration tester run post-engagement? Option A. grep v apache tilde, bash underscore history greater than tilde, bash underscore history. Option B. room rf, tmp, apache. Option C. chmod 600, tmp, apache. Option D. taskkill, im apache, f. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option B. room rf, tmp, apache. Question 10. Which of the following is most important to include in the final report of a static application security test that was written with a team of application developers as the intended audience? Option A. Executive summary of the penetration testing methods used. Option B. Bill of materials including supplies, subcontracts, and costs incurred during assessment. Option C. Quantitative impact assessments given a successful software compromise. Option D. Code context for instances of unsafe typecasting operations. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option D. Code context for instances of unsafe typecasting operations. Question 11. A Chief Information Security Officer wants a penetration tester to evaluate the security awareness level of the company's employees. Which of the following tools can help the tester achieve this goal? Option A. Metasploit. Option B. Hydra. Option C. SET. Option D. WP Scan. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option C. SET. Question 12. Which of the following is the most common vulnerability associated with IoT devices that are directly connected to the Internet? Option A. Unsupported operating systems. Option B. Susceptibility to DDoS attacks. Option C. Inability to network. Option D. The existence of default passwords. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is Option D. The existence of default passwords. Question 13. Which of the following describes the reason why a penetration tester would run the command sdelete? Mimikatz. Asterisk on a Windows server that the tester compromised. Option A. To remove hash cracking registry entries. Option B. To remove the tester created Mimikatz account. Option C. To remove tools from the server. Option D. To remove a reverse shell from the system. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, to remove tools from the server. Question 14. A penetration tester is scanning a corporate lab network for potentially vulnerable services. Which of the following nmap commands will return vulnerable ports that might be interesting to a potential attacker? Option A. nmap 192.168.1.1.5.22-25. AT. Option B. nmap 192.168.1.1.5 part 22-25. AT. Option C. nmap 192.168.1.1.5 ps 22-25. AT. Option D. nmap 192.168.1.1.5 ss 22-25. AT. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, nmap 192.168.1.15 ps 22-25. AT. Question 15. A penetration tester was brute forcing an internal web server and ran a command that produced the following output. However, when the penetration tester tried to browse the URL http 172.16.110.3000 profile, a blank page was displayed. Which of the following is the most likely reason for the lack of output? Option A. The HTTP port is not open on the firewall. Option B. The tester did not run sudo before the command. Option C. The web server is using HTTPS instead of HTTP. Option D. This URI returned a server error. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D. This URI returned a server error. Question 16. A penetration tester was conducting a penetration test and discovered the network traffic was no longer reaching the client's IP address. The tester later discovered the SOC had used sinkholing on the penetration tester's IP address. Which of the following most likely describes what happened? Option A. The penetration tester was testing the wrong assets. Option B. The planning process failed to ensure all teams were notified. Option C. The client was not ready for the assessment to start. Option D. The penetration tester had incorrect contact information. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. The planning process failed to ensure all teams were notified. Question 17. An nmap scan shows open ports on web servers and databases. A penetration tester decides to run WP scan and SQL map to identify vulnerabilities and additional information about those systems. Which of the following is the penetration tester trying to accomplish? Option A. Uncover potential criminal activity based on the evidence gathered. Option B. Identify all the vulnerabilities in the environment. Option C. Limit invasiveness based on scope. Option D. Maintain confidentiality of the findings. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Identify all the vulnerabilities in the environment. Question 18. A company hired a penetration tester to do a social engineering test against its employees. Although the tester did not find any employees' phone numbers on the company's website, the tester has learned the complete phone catalog was published there a few months ago. In which of the following places should the penetration tester look first for the employees' numbers? Option A. Web Archive. Option B. GitHub. Option C. File metadata. Option D. Underground forums. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, web archive. Question 19. A penetration tester wants to identify CVEs that can be leveraged to gain execution on a Linux server that has an SSHD running. Which of the following would best support this task? Option A. Run nmap with the O, P22, and SC options set against the target. Option B. Run nmap with the SV and P22 options set against the target. Option C. Run nmap with A, script vulners option set against the target. Option D. Run nmap with the SA option set against the target. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, run nmap with A, script vulners option set against the target. Question 20. A penetration tester completed a vulnerability scan against a web server and identified a single but severe vulnerability. Which of the following is the best way to ensure this is a true positive? Option A. Run another scanner to compare. Option B. Perform a manual test on the server. Option C. Check the results on the scanner. Option D. Look for the vulnerability online. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, perform a manual test on the server. Question 21. A penetration tester has been given 8 business hours to gain access to a client's financial system. Which of the following techniques will have the highest likelihood of success? Option A. Attempting to tailgate an employee who is going into the client's workplace. Option B. Dropping a malicious USB key with the company's logo in the parking lot. Option C. Using a brute force attack against the external perimeter to gain a foothold. Option D. Performing spear phishing against employees by posing as senior management. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D. Performing spear phishing against employees by posing as senior management. Question 22. A company's chief executive officer has created a secondary home office and is concerned that the Wi-Fi service being used is vulnerable to an attack. A penetration tester is hired to test the security of the Wi-Fi's router. Which of the following is most vulnerable to a brute force attack? Option A. WPS. Option B. WPA2 Option C. WPA-TKIP. Option D. WPA2PSK. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, WPS. Question 23. A penetration tester writes the following script. Which of the following objectives is the tester attempting to achieve? Option A. Determine active hosts on the network. Option B. Set the TTL of ping packets for stealth. Option C. Fill the ARP table of the network devices. Option D. Scan the system on the most used ports. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, determine active hosts on the network. Question 24. A penetration tester ran the following commands on a Windows server. Which of the following should the tester do after delivering the final report? Option A. Delete the scheduled batch job. Option B. Close the reverse shell connection. Option C. Downgrade the SVS account permissions. Option D. Remove the tester created credentials. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D, remove the tester created credentials. Question 25. A penetration tester has established an on-path attack position and must now specially craft a DNS query response to be sent back to a target host. Which of the following utilities would best support this objective? Option A. SOCAT. Option B. TCP dump. Option C. SCAPI. Option D. DIG. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, SCAPI. Question 26. A penetration tester is starting an assessment but only has publicly available information about the target company. The client is aware of this exercise and is preparing for the test. Which of the following describes the scope of the assessment? Option A. Partially known environment testing. Option B. Known environment testing. Option C. Unknown environment testing. Option D. Physical environment testing. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. Unknown environment testing. Question 27. The following line-numbered Python code snippet is being used in reconnaissance. Which of the following line numbers from the script most likely contributed to the script triggering a probable port scan alert in the organizations? IDs. Option A. Line 01. Option B. Line 02. Option C. Line 07. Option D. Line 08. Option A. Line 12. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D. Line 08. Question 28. A consulting company is completing the row during scoping. Which of the following should be included in the row? Option A. Cost of the assessment. Option B. Report distribution. Option C. Testing restrictions. Option D. Liability. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. Testing restrictions. Question 29. A new client hired a penetration testing company for a month-long contract for various security assessments against the client's new service. The client is expecting to make the new service publicly available shortly after the assessment is complete and is planning to fix any findings, except for critical issues, after the service is made public. The client wants a simple report structure and does not want to receive daily findings. Which of the following is most important for the penetration tester to define first? Option A. Establish the format required by the client. Option B. Establish the threshold of risk to escalate to the client immediately. Option C. Establish the method of potential false positives. Option D. Establish the preferred day of the week for reporting. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Establish the threshold of risk to escalate to the client immediately. Question 30. A penetration tester logs in as a user in the cloud environment of a company. Which of the following PACU modules will enable the tester to determine the level of access of the existing user? Option A. ing_enum_permissions. Option B. ing_priv_sc_scan. Option C. ing_backdoor_assume_role. Option D. ing_brute_force_permissions. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A. ing_enum_permissions. Question 31. A company becomes concerned when the security alarms are triggered during a penetration test. Which of the following should the company do next? Option A. Halt the penetration test. Option B. Conduct an incident response. Option C. Deconflict with the penetration tester. Option D. Assume the alert is from the penetration test. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C. Deconflict with the penetration tester. Question 32. A penetration tester has been hired to perform a physical penetration test to gain access to a secure room within a client's building. Exterior reconnaissance identifies two entrances, a Wi-Fi guest network, and multiple security cameras connected to the internet. Which of the following tools or techniques would best support additional reconnaissance? Option A. War driving. Option B. Shodan. Option C. Recon NG. Option D. Aircrack NG. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B. Shodan. Question 33. A red team gained access to the internal network of a client during an engagement and used the responder tool to capture important data. Which of the following was captured by the testing team? Option A. multiple handshakes. Option B, IP addresses. Option C, encrypted file transfers. Option D, user hashes sent over SMB. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D, user hashes sent over SMB. Question 34. A penetration tester conducts an Nmap scan against a target and receives the following results. Which of the following should the tester use to redirect the scanning tools using TCP port 1080 on A? Target. Option A, Nessus. Option B, proxy chains. Option C, OWASP ZAP. Option D, Empire. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, proxy chains. Question 35. A penetration tester who is doing a security assessment discovers that a critical vulnerability is being actively exploited by cyber criminals. Which of the following should the tester do next? Option A, reach out to the primary point of contact. Option B, try to take down the attackers. Option C, call law enforcement officials immediately. Option D, collect the proper evidence and add to the final report. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, reach out to the primary point of contact. Question 36. A penetration tester received the PCAP file to look for credentials to use in an engagement. Which of the following tools should the tester utilize to open and read a PCAP file? Option A, Nmap. Option B, Wireshark. Option C, Metasploit. Option D, Netcat. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option B, Wireshark. Question 37. A penetration tester ran an Nmap scan on an internet-facing network device with the F option and found a few open ports. To further enumerate, the tester ran another scan using the following command: Nmap OASSP 100, 100, 100, 50. Nmap returned that all 535 ports were filtered. Which of the following most likely occurred on the second scan? Option A, a firewall or IPS blocked the scan. Option B, the penetration tester used unsupported flags. Option C, the edge network device was disconnected. Option D, the scan returned ICMP echo replies. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option A, a firewall or IPS blocked the scan. Question 38. A penetration tester is looking for a vulnerability that enables attackers to open doors via a specialized TCP service that is used for a physical access control system. The service exists on more than 100 different hosts. So the tester would like to automate the assessment. Identification requires the penetration tester to have a full TCP connection, send a hello payload, wait for a response, send a string of characters longer than 16 bytes. Which of the following approaches would best support a objective? Option A, run nmap PNSV, script vuln less than IP address greater than. Option B, employ an open VAS simple scan against the TCP port of the host. Option C, create a script in the Lua language and use it with NSE. Option D, perform a credential scan with Nessus. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option C, create a script in the Lua language and use it with NSE. Question 39. Performing a penetration test against an environment with SCADA devices brings an additional safety risk because the option A, devices produce more heat and consume more power. Option B, devices are obsolete and are no longer available for replacement. Option C, protocols are more difficult to understand. Option D, devices may cause physical world effects. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D, devices may cause physical world effects. Question 40. A penetration tester has been given an assignment to attack a series of targets in the 192.168.1.024 range, triggering as few alarms and countermeasures as possible. Which of the following Nmap scan syntaxes would best accomplish this objective? Option A. Nmap Saint VVVO 192.168.1.224 PO. Option B. Nmap SV 192.168.1.224 PO. Option C. Nmap SAVO 192.168.1.224. Option D. Nmap SSO 192.168.1.224 T1. Choose the correct answer. Correct answer is option D. Nmap SSO 192.168.1.2/24 T1.